So this is a world record-breaking ship I've never heard of.
Yep, it is. And it's basically a ghost ship. This ship was a floating palace, a Cold War secret weapon, the fastest ship to ever cross the Atlantic. And it's just sitting here in this unremarkable spot on this unremarkable highway with people driving by and no idea the history sitting right there. History! History! Stop and look at the
Blue truck is
history!
history. You point at the blue truck.
No, I'm telling the blue truck to look at the history. It's right there.
It's been here since 1996, but that's about to change.
Any day, this ship will be leaving harbor to become something fantastic. And I know, at first glance, with its peeling paint and its like crusty, rusted exterior, it's really hard to imagine that this ship was once a technological masterpiece, designed to be impossible to sink until it's scuttled on purpose.
Which is exactly what's about to happen. One last trip to the bottom of the ocean.
Honestly, the story of this ship is so remarkable, it basically shouldn't even exist in the first place.
For example, can you believe this remarkable ship was built by a real estate agent?
Because there are shipbuilding trainings in real estate classes? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no. The visionary behind the ship, William Francis Gibbs, was basically a super ship fan.
Just being a super fan is enough, I guess.
Yeah.
He was so obsessed with shipbuilding that in 1922, with no formal training, he quit his job and launched a shipbuilding company with his brother. And they set out to build the fastest ship on Earth.
But before building that super fast dream ship, they first had to revolutionize shipbuilding and help America win a war. Well, 2 wars, actually.
Gibbs built a number of important ships in World War I and World War II, most notably the Liberty ships, which delivered troops and supplies to Europe. He helped the Allies win the war by building super ships super fast. Efficiency was Gibbs' superpower.
You said super way too much.
It was really super, though. I mean, he miraculously cut construction time from years to just 2 months for these Liberty ships by borrowing ideas from the auto industry.
So he borrowed a gear shifter? The boat with a gear shifter?
Wheels. He borrowed wheels. That's what he borrowed. No!
The
Processes.
boat has wheels?
Construction.
The boat has a gear shifter?
Supply streams.
That kind of smart thinking impressed the U.S. government so much that once the war ended, they backed his biggest dream yet, an ocean liner faster than anything else on the seas.
But the government had a secret reason for supporting Gibbs.
The government wanted ships that had a unique superpower for the Cold War era, power of transformation.
The U.S. government wanted luxury liners to meet all of your glamorous travel needs and comfort during the calm of peacetime, but also that could transform into high-speed troop transports to move people around fast in the event of war.
So, in 1950, during the opening years of the Cold War, construction began on a ship unlike any other, the SS United States.
For this ship, Gibbs got even more radical with his innovations. Modular and lightweight building materials, dry dock construction, all revolutionary stuff. But even more impressive was that everything inside was designed to be entirely fireproof. Even the furniture wouldn't burn. And none of that was as impressive as the ship's fantastic speed.
This ship was built for speed. Literally. The SS United States was constructed of aluminum, which is very lightweight and allows her to take full advantage of advanced engineering and propellers.
She used those to travel faster across the Atlantic than any ship ever, to set a record that even now, decades later, has never been beaten.
About the speed of the wind on the day we visited her, I think.
It was so windy. This is what it feels like to be on board.
It wouldn't probably go this fast.
It goes 44 miles an hour.
Never mind. I thought it was like
Land miles.
She was world famous, carrying presidents, celebrities, and royalty across the Atlantic, but not for long, because sadly, a new enemy arrived on the scene.
And this was a war America's flagship just couldn't win. The jet age took off in the 1950s, and air travel was cheaper and faster and way more convenient. So by 1969, the SS United States was permanently withdrawn from service. And for decades, she was just stuck in limbo, bought and sold and passed from one ambitious plan to another. Plans to make her into a luxury cruise ship, a hotel, a museum, none of it ever happened.
And since 1996, that's almost 30 years, she's been sitting right here in Philadelphia, waiting.
Until now, because she's just been evicted.
think you're getting overly emotional about a boat.
I feel deeply for the SS United States. Her last owners, the Conservancy group that had been fighting to save her, just lost a legal battle to house her at this port. And they just couldn't raise the astronomical sums of money that it would take to restore her and keep her here any longer.
So, she will sail her final voyage any day now.
But this staunch old lady isn't done yet. Instead of being scrapped, she's about to become something incredible. Okaloosa County, Florida, has bought the SS United States and is preparing to sink her on purpose, which is the only way you can sink this tough old lady designed to never, ever fail.
This boat that's very much like you are also a staunch old lady.
Aww. Staunch.
Actually, minus the staunch part, just old.
Do you have a line to contribute to this?
Oh yeah, good question. Why are they sinking them, you ask? To turn her into an artificial reef.
And this unsinkable ship will make history one last time when she's scuttled off the coast of Florida to become the largest artificial reef in the whole world. That's staunch, right there.
Artificial reefs aren't new. For decades, scientists have used sunken ships to create thriving marine ecosystems, and the results are spectacular.
They have amazing benefits for our oceans. Now, research shows that artificial reefs attract more fish, they promote more biodiversity, they even lure larger predators than natural reefs. Coral grows, marine life flourishes, and the ocean gets a second chance.
Some of these reefs have happened by accident, when a ship sinks, or not on purpose.
Yeah, like the Mandalay, which ran aground in 1966. Now, this wreck remains on the seafloor in Biscayne National Park, which is a great spot to see some amazing sea life.
But other ships and even man-made objects have been intentionally sunk in key locations to create new habitats for marine life.
And just like these, the wreck of the SS United States will be carefully planned to keep anything harmful out of our oceans. And then the fastest ship will join the roughly 3 million other shipwrecks on the ocean floor, finding its final resting place under about 180 feet of water, 20 miles off the coast of Destin, Florida, where she'll become an incredible attraction for fish and coral and divers like us.
I can't wait to see her covered in like tropical fish and coral and maybe sharks. Hopefully an octopi. Do they have octopi in Florida?
Sure do.
Then an octopi.
Let's have one of those too.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll even meet Anne Bonny. Oh, you don't know Anne Bonny? She's our friend. She's a great white shark, and you can learn all about her amazing journey right here.